The next town would be Walden, over the pass, about 90 miles. Check the oil?
No. What were 90 more miles after today?
Best thing this late in the day, he smeared at the windshield with a rag. Go to Fort Collins. Spend the night, start off in the morning.
Spend the night?
Spend.
I just came through there. She found her Inveco card and handed it to him.
Best thing, he repeated as she followed him toward the building. A dark gold car pulled beside it. Under the striped awnings, the windows were full of signs. Lunch, groceries, sporting goods, Coors beer, light Olympia beer, Bud, Colorado hunting fishing license. 3 steps led down to the door where another sign declared, "No packs, no pets." But it was the smell that made her swallow and grab the door frame. Hamburgers. Lovely, meaty, juicy, rich-smelling hamburgers. Leah ignored the 3 men staring at her from a booth and the smiling dude behind the lunch counter under the Dr. Pepper clock. She walked around postcard racks and piled bundles of firewood to the sign at the back that read restrooms. Once in the ladies, she gulped water from the spigot, wetting her face and some of her hair. When it seemed that her stomach would accept the needed moisture, she brought the bottle of Maalox from her purse and drank from it. A sign on the wall told her exactly how to dispose of soiled sanitary napkins. Another instructed her in how to release paper towels from the dispenser. She hated signs, but always read them. The fire in her middle had subsided a little, hadn't it? The image of 3 men in the booth slid before her own in the mirror above the sink. So there were 3 men in the booth. But all of them had crowded into one side, and they were too large to sit comfortably that way. The one on the outside had grinned at her. Expectantly? The dark one sitting so stiffly in the middle. Leah shrugged them off. She mustn't think of them. They'd been eating hamburgers. The 3 were lined up at the cash register as she emerged from the hall. They didn't see her, and she slid behind the grinner as the cowboy handed her the Inveco card. A ballpoint pen and a clipboard with the gauzy layers of paper and carbons that would make her pay up. Environmental Energy Corp. Was printed across the top. "If you hadn't blown this," the grinner said to the dark man, still in the middle, "you could have had a nice cushy job on the farm showing off bag jobs or something." She signed Leah Harper to the bill, but not before the dark man turned a look of murder on the jocular man so close behind him. It seemed to include Leah, and she stepped away quickly. If ever she came face to face with a murderer, she told herself, that's how he would look. Hunger. It makes people fanciful. She selected a carton of milk from the glass-fronted cooler and a loaf of sliced cheese. On a rack not far away, she found bread. When she turned to the cash register, the 3 men were walking out the door. As she left Ted's with her purchases, they were standing beside the dark gold car. "Illinois license plate." "Well, what do you expect? It is a blonde and a yellow Volks." Leah hurried to the Volks. There was one blonde who was interested only in food. But as the car and her stomach growled in unison, a face intruded through the open window. "Are you Sheila?" His eyes seemed to be hidden because his grin pulled at the corners so hard that it pressed the upper eyelids down. "No, I'm not Sheila." She stared into the eye slits that the grin left and experienced an odd sense of danger. No reason for that sudden feeling, but it was strong enough to add an unpleasant tingle to a queasy stomach. "Charlie!" The cry came from behind them, and she turned to see the 2 remaining men wrestle each other to the ground. Charlie backed away, and Leah jammed the Volkswagen into gear, roared out of Ted's drive, turned right and then right again, where the side road heading west met the highway under the sign of the Heron. Charlie had joined the scuffle by the time she passed the side of Ted's place. A sign read Walden 92, Cameron Pass, open. She should make Walden in under 2 hours, and she'd better. 2 hours were about all she had left in her. Leah stepped hard on the gas pedal.